Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you, and today I want to get into a pair of kicks that wasn't on my radar at all. I had no idea they were dropping, and I actually posted a couple of days ago on the community tab that there were some Forum 84 lows available on Adidas.com, and I saw several comments from people saying that Adidas needs to give us a better heads up, just some idea of when shoes are coming. You know, a lot of times we know what Jordans are coming, we know what Yeezys are coming, but when it comes to just GR shoes like this, we have no idea until all of a sudden they're on the Adidas website. I am a huge Forum 84 fan. I like the highs, lows, mids. I like them all. I love the quality of the material. I love the overall style. And a pair on the website really caught my eye. I want to look at the Wild Teal Forum 84 lows. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these forums. Alright, so I was kind of wondering what box I would get on these, because the last Forum 84 that I got was a high. It was like the UNC colorway, and it came with the flip top type box that had the recycle material or something about less plastic waste or something like that on the box. This one is more of what I was expecting for pretty much all Forum 84 drops. It's got that Adidas font all over it and kind of like glossy text, and it is a slide out box, much like Yeezys or that sort of thing. And also each shoe was individually wrapped in this paper that has yellow, it's faint, but there's yellow Adidas branding on there. But the tag reads Forum 84 low. The color is off-white, wild teal, and clear white. I got a size 10 on these, and I think they were $100 even. They were either $100 or $110. I can't recall exactly how much they were, but right around that $100 price point. I like going true to size on these. On the highs, sometimes I'll get a 10.5 because around the ankle it's so much tighter and it really locks them down even more. But a size 10 is sufficient for my wide foot. And then look at these beautiful kicks. This color really jumped out to me right off the bat. It's like a real deep teal that you see on those fuzzy 3 stripes, the suede, and then on that heel anchor and the tray foil there on the side. And then we also have that real deep teal color on this outsole. But I really like the colors of these. I could tell from the pictures that it had those natural brown edges on a lot of the leather panels, and that pretty much solidified in my mind that these were really high quality. And as soon as I opened the box, I was not disappointed. These feel just as good as any of the other Forum 84 lows or highs that don't have recycled material. And honestly, the quality on these things is just phenomenal. Like it can't be matched on any shoe in this price point. None that I've seen anyhow. In true Forum 84 fashion, they gave us a lot of earth tones, whites and creams that aren't that different from each other. They're just subtly different hues. It looks like we got some gray suede on the heel of the shoe, but all these colors that are just a little bit off from each other, I think they give these things such a cool look, and I am so pleased with how these things look. But starting with this outsole, like I mentioned, it's this nice deep teal color, and it just looks really nice. I love the color of it, and I like the contrast of that classic suction cup or pivot point there in the bright red, much like the blue thread pairs have, or like Orbit grays. A lot of them have that contrasting pivot point or suction cup, and I just really like the way that pops. Aside from that bright red, everything else is just this nice dark teal hue. You've got some Adidas branding there at the midfoot, and then the traction pattern is the same that we always get on Form 84s, but it's just a bunch of little trefoils all through there, and it looks really neat. But just a classic design. And then as we come up from that outsole, we can see that it meets like a sail colored midsole, and it's your standard Form 84 midsole. It's got some Adidas branding back in the back. The stitching all matches, and it just looks nice and clean right up against that deep teal color. I really like, as we come to the inside or the medial side of the shoe, I like how on the Dillinger webbing we get that teal color of netting going across there. I think it looks cool, and I like the comfort of these too. But you can feel it's like a foam, and then I guess that netting is to kind of keep it from expanding too much. It gives you a firm support. Definitely has that classic Form 84 look to it. Straight up from this Dillinger webbing, we've got this dark teal heel anchor, and that's something that we're used to seeing on Form 84s. It matches the color of the outsole perfectly, and it also matches the 3 stripes, and then this underlay here, this teal leather that we have up along the collar. But then coming to the front of the shoe, most of this leather feels real soft and buttery, but like a lot of Form 84s that I've got, the mudguard doesn't feel as soft. That doesn't mean it's not as good a quality, but it seems more heavy duty. And I've probably said this before, but I would relate it to like the leather on the Jordan 185s. It just has more of like a heavy grade feel, but I think it'll hold up for a long time, and I think it's cool that we get that smooth cream colored leather on the mudguard and then going up the eye stays. But then just behind that, this is buttery, and you can see that the color is just a little bit different from the mudguard. And then this area just below the tongue at the back of the toe box, but it's another cream color, and it feels soft as soft can be. We've got perforations on there that'll help keep your foot ventilated, and then we've also got that soft buttery leather on the side panels underneath these fuzzy green stripes, and that also has perforations and just feels as soft as can be. Love these materials. At the base of the tongue and for this panel that runs up along the collar and the strap, it's this real soft bright white leather, and it's got those nice natural brown edges that I love seeing so much, and it just feels amazing. It feels really soft, feels very high end. On the side you can see that it's got some Adidas branding in that teal color, and then of course that same leather makes up our strap. I don't remove the strap. I like the strap because it keeps them looking a little bit unique, but they are easily removable, so you know, whatever you decide to do with your shoe. Just under this white panel, as I mentioned, we've got some dark turquoise, and that feels very high end, very soft. And at the base of the heel, just behind this heel anchor, we've got a nice light gray short-haired suede, and that also feels nice. I noticed that the sock liner has more of like a green tint than what the teal on the shoe does, and I like that accent. And the tag at the top of the tongue matches that as well. It's more of like a green color, but the Adidas branding is more of a teal. They gave us these vintage looking flat laces, and I always like that. And the tongue is just your standard nylon. But let me know what you think.